Hi everybody, Dan Illman taking a look at this Friday's Stronach 5 sequence, a $100,000 gross pool in the Stronach 5 for Friday, September the 20th. 2 races at Laurel Park, 2 races at Gulfstream Park, 1 race at Golden Gate Fields, all within a 90-minute time period. Let's throw up the field for the first leg of this week's Stronach 5. Race number 8 at Laurel is at 6 furlongs and it's a $40,000 maiden claiming event for 2-year-olds, and as I always do in this video, we film them before scratches, program changes, weather-related changes, etc. So I'll give you horses that I'm going to consider in my multiple race Stronach 5 wagers, and you could always use the ticket maker application available on DRF Bets and DRF.com to weigh your opinions using Steve Christ's A, B, and C formula. Stronach 5 bettors have a bit of an advantage this week because in the first leg, a field with some first-time starters, you'll have the opportunity to watch the tote board and see who is taking a lot of early action. For me, I think the number 8, Prevail Upon, is the right first-time starter in this race for trainer Graham Motion. He just has a very strong pedigree. The Dam was a stakes-winning router and a debut winner. The second Dam was a graded stakes-winning turf router against males and was a debut winner. And this Dam has already foaled Charmed Victory, a foal to Prevail Upon, a debut winner and a stakes place runner. The Dam's also foaled Victory Rally, a half to this horse who is a stakes-winning router. So there is a lot of class in this pedigree. We know Graham Motion can pop with a first-time starter, a couple of bullet workouts on display, and on the original overnight, jockey Trevor McCarthy was named on both the 1 Laddie Liam and the 8 Prevail Upon, and he has chosen the 8 Prevail Upon as his mount. I'm going to use Prevail Upon. It's always dangerous to really single or press first-time starters, and I like to use experienced horses anyway in these maiden races, so I'll also use the 3, Whiskey and You, who made his career debut at Laurel behind a very well-meant first-time starter named Double Crown. Now, despite this horse going out for low-profile connections, he was bet down to 5-1 and showed some good early speed before tiring. He's getting Lasix for his second start. His 54 Beyer speed figure puts him within range of the Beyer par, and with normal second-out improvement, he figures to be a major threat in the first leg of the Stronach 5. So my 2 keys in here are the 8 and the 3. Perhaps I would press the 8 slightly more in using Ticket Maker. Leg B is at Gulfstream Park, and it's race number 7. We're going 6 furlongs on the main track. This is an optional claiming race for Florida-bred 3-year-olds and up which have never won one other than maiden claiming or started. The claiming price optional is $12,500. I want to use 2 A's and 2 backups in this race while fading a horse that I think will take money off of the 6-1 morning line. The 6 Spectre Bond is the horse that I'm against. This is a 6-year-old that's obviously had his share of physical problems. His start on Friday will be only his 5th racetrack appearance. This horse obviously has some ability. He won his career debut with a 100 Beyer speed figure. His most recent start was his first start off a 2-year layoff. He probably needed the race, and I think a lot of folks are going to gravitate towards him as he makes his second start of the form cycle for Mark Casse. I just didn't like the way he finished. I don't know where he is from a fitness standpoint, and I want to go with sharper horses. The 2 horses I want to concentrate on from an A standpoint in my ticket maker plays would be the 1 Awesome Action and the 7 Our Mercedes Boy. Awesome Action is a very lightly raced 3-year-old who just finished ahead of 3 of these common rivals in his first start against winners over a sloppy track on August the 2nd. He showed good speed that day, was outpaced a little bit on the far turn, and then re-rallied to finish second best. He draws an inside post position. I don't believe there's a lot of speed in here, and if Edgar Zayas can get him motivated early from the rail, I think he can be a forward presence and should be in the thick of things when they swing into the lane. As for Our Mercedes Boy, he is a 3-year-old that has been on the board in his last 4 races, and I liked the way he scored last time out, albeit against beaten $35,000 claimers. He sat just off the pace, rallied them down on the stretch. It was a nice performance for a horse showing good tactical speed that should serve him well once again on Friday. His buyers are moving the right way, and I think another forward move can be expected. My B's are bigger prices. The 10, Particularity, scored in gate-to-wire fashion last time out and was claimed by a barn that's winning at 35% for the current Gulfstream meet. This horse has a lot of early speed, but he doesn't necessarily need the lead. He is taking a step up in class, however, and and he has been at this level in the past without much success, but it looks like he's in good form, and that 86 Beyer speed figure has to be respected. The 11 Gnarly is the other horse I would use as a backup, and this horse just missed last time out at this level with an 80 Beyer speed figure. He has more seconds and thirds than wins, which is somewhat troubling, but he's 8-1 on the morning line, attracts Paco Lopez, and just feels like a really nice fit at this level. Upgrade him if the track is wet. Both of his lifetime victories have come on wet track. So my two A's in leg B are the 1 and the 7. My two backups, the 10 and the 11. We'll move out west to Golden Gate Fields for leg letter C, a claiming race. It's at 6 furlongs, and it is a condition claimer, $20,000 for 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races. I want to use 3 horses in this race in equal weight. I think the horse to beat is the 11 Passionate Reward, who ships in from Southern California for trainer Dick Mandella, but there are some red flags here. This horse is dropping from 32 down to 20, trying synthetic for the first time, and you have to wonder if Mandella's shipping him up here, hoping that he can get the money, and also hoping that he gets claimed. Blinkers come on, and in his most recent start, going a 2-turn mile, he set a pressured pace while the beaten favorite, and I just don't think a mile is his game. Turning back in distance should work to his advantage. I think he'll handle a synthetic surface with his good turf performances in the past. I think they'll transfer to the synth, and he shows a couple of bullet workouts for Mandella. He should be forwardly placed in here. His class makes him a logical threat, but I can't take him as a single or a press. The 2 other horses I want to use are stepping up in class. The 6 Honeymoon's Over has won his last 2 races, utilizing versatile running styles, and I like that he can adapt to the pace. 2 back, he rated off of a fast pace, came with a strong run to win. Last time out, the pace wasn't as fast. He sat up close. He finished it off. He's just getting good at the right time now for trainer D. Wayne Baker, and all of his synthetic starts are very, very good. The 8 is Easy Game, who's won his last 2 synthetic races. He just really seems to like this surface at Golden Gate. He came off with a pace to win last time out, is another one stepping up in class, but is a horse that might benefit from some pace, especially if the 5 I'm Taking Names and the 11 Passionate Reward battle early. I'm a little bit concerned about the 9, Elegant Tanner, who is dropping into a claiming race for the first time in his career for a barn that wins a quarter of the time at Golden Gate Fields. You always have to worry about the John Martin barn, but this horse just doesn't have a lot of early speed, and he may need a lot of pace and race luck, and I think he'll get bet off of his morning line odds. I'm using 3 horses in equal weight in the 3rd leg at Golden Gate, 6, 8, and 11. We'll move back to Laurel for leg D of this Friday's Stronach 5. Again, reminder, a $100,000 gross pool guarantee. Again, this is a race where I want to use 3 horses in equal weight. The 8 Queen Esther is taking a hidden class drop in here. This is an 8-time winner who is basically dropping into a field of horses eligible for non-winners of 4 lifetime. Queen Esther has competitive Beyer speed figures that she's earned at Parks at Monmouth and just fits this condition like a glove. At 4-1 on the morning line, this mare offers a lot of value in this race. And again, you know, she's an 8-time winner facing horses eligible for a non-winners of 4. She just seems to fit. The 6 horse in here, Boom Boom Gone, dominated opponents last time out at Timonium, and maybe she just appreciated the bull ring configuration and the fast pace that's set up for Boom Boom Gone. But Boom Boom Gone was also good enough to win at Laurel 4 starts back sprinting with a competitive Beyer speed figure. I think she's adaptable to the pace situation and can sit up close to the pace, and I'm hoping that that last race was more along the lines of a filly that's waking up instead of a filly that just appreciated Timonium. I'll use Boom Boom Gone. Not sure what I want to do with Let Me Slide By You, the 1 horse, 8-1 on the morning line. Not sure if I want to use her as an A or as a backup, but I think her form is a little bit dirtied up. This is her 3rd start off a short layoff. Her first race back was at a mile where she pushed the pace, and I think she was a short horse. And last time out at Timonium, I don't really think she cared for that configuration. I think she'll have a fair opportunity at this level to show good speed from the rail, and at a price she should be considered. We'll complete the Stronach 5 on Friday down at Gulfstream with leg E. We're going 6 furlongs for race number 9, a $50,000 state-bred maiden claimer for 2-year-olds. And again, while I usually don't like first-time starters, the number 6 Realtor Danny D really caught my eye. This is a son of big drama out of a dam that won 2 sprints. This horse is also a foal to a multiple stakes winner named R. Kinsley Gal, who won first time out and ended up winning $315,000 in the career. The dam's also a half to a couple of graded stakes winners, the Speedy, Feedback, and Law-Abiding Citizen. So this horse has some pedigree, some solid workouts leading up to the debut, and catches a questionable field of 50,000 maiden claimers. I'll use this one along with the 1, Henry's World, who was bet down to 2-to-1 favoritism for the career debut last month at this level, and he was really aggressively ridden. He didn't break great, but was just rushed up to press the winner of that race, and that winner's okay. A horse that came back to finish second in a turf stakes race at Gulfstream with a 78 Beyer speed figure. I'm not sure there's a horse of that caliber in this race to push Henry's World early, and this horse has shown a bullet workout since the most recent start. Henry's World just seems to figure in here. Not sure where I'm going to use the 11 or if I'm going to use the 11 Chino Madito. If I am going to use him, it would be as a deep backup, but this is a horse that's going to be a giant price, who is dropping into the claiming ranks for the first time, and the last race is better than it looks on paper. He was dismissed at 59-1. He showed a little bit of speed while taking some dirt along the inside, and he was in the thick of things till about the 8th pole before faltering late. This class drop should work to his favor, but I'm just not sure if he's good enough to overcome this outside post in this field. He would be used as a backup only if I do decide to use him at all. There we have it for Friday's Stronach 5 with a $100,000 gross pool guarantee. The action kicks off with leg A, Laurel Park's race number 8, with an approximate post of 5:12 Eastern. Good luck.